Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten 774 here, bringing you the next video in our walkthrough for Nancy Drew, The Secret of Shadow Ranch. We just found this puzzle under the cellar stairs, and what we need to do is solve the slider puzzle to get this piece to move. So, let's see here. Idea is basically just to keep moving things around until you can get an opening over here, which is a little easier said than done, but not impossible. Well, maybe it is impossible. Nah, nothing's impossible in a Nancy Drew game. Just difficult. Huh. Well, let's see here. I'm assuming this puzzle is slightly more difficult in senior mode as well, as opposed to junior detective. Okay, let's see here. Let's take a closer look at things. Need to get these pieces to move. So if I move these pieces around, move those pieces around. Well, this is a tricky little conundrum, isn't it? I do not remember this puzzle being this hard. Oh, wait. Okay. That helped. There we go. Okay. Green bottle under cellar.
There's something inside.
I am glad that you are getting your picture painted wearing your favorite shawl. It will be a beautiful painting because you look beautiful in that shawl. I forget the name of the stitch you used to make it, but I think it is amazing that you learned how to knit a whole shawl just by reading one book. I wish I could put my mind to things like you can. I am also glad that you like the handbag that I got you. I knew it would become your favorite on account of the pretty picture the beads make. I want to know all the things that you like so that I can make sure you always have them. I figure that way you will always want me around. Meet me on Friday at noon by the Big Picture Rock. I love you, Dirk.
Oh, that's sweet.
Remember when we were in Cappy's eating the crackers he orders special from California, and you said that from then on the crackers would be your favorite because they would always remind you of me? Well, I met a trader yesterday who had a whole wagon full of them, and I bought you 4 tins. I also bought a rock from him because this rock has been polished to show a picture that looks just like the landscape by one of our meeting places. He called it an agate and said that the picture was made by nature, but it looks so real I can hardly believe it. I am thinking of a way to surprise you with it because it is as special as you are. I will meet you Tuesday at 3 by the 3-armed cactus. Your father has people watching for me all over the county. I guess you got some of your smartness from him. I love you, Dirk. I still don't know how you got a whole cake out to our last meeting place like you did, but it was the best thing I ever ate, and the prettiest too, what with that fancy flower you put on it. Now I think it is the best cake recipe in the world too. But nothing is as good as getting a letter from you. Whenever I see a flower like the one on your favorite letter paper, I think of you. I only steal from people who have plenty of money to begin with and deserve to be robbed, but if I could start over, I would forget about them and be a rancher or a farmer or miner or shopkeeper or whatever you wanted me to be, just so we could always be together. Be at Charlie's grave at sunset this Thursday. I love you, Dirk.
Oh, that's so sweet that he wants to be a better person for her. And these letters are really illuminating too, because Dirk told us in the first letter we found that we need to look for Frances's favorites, like her favorite flowers and the flowers on her favorites. So, like, all of these things are clues to the treasure. Her favorite cake recipe, the shawl that she knitted herself, her favorite handbag, all those things. So, let's head back this way. Found out lots of interesting things. Usually it happens when you find a secret passageway. Find interesting things. Alright, let's go check in.
Hello, Nancy. Guess I'm gonna be blushing every time I see you now.
Don't worry about it. I've been known to do a few sneaky type things from time to time myself.
Actually, I'm kinda glad you came by. Something I need you to do for me, if you wouldn't mind.
You bet.
This chicken coop's been a thorn in my side ever since I got here. The wire I need to fix the hole in the fence was supposed to be delivered today, but it's not here yet, and the Raleighs just called and asked me to run an errand for them tonight. So if you could keep an eye out for that chicken wire and patch that hole as soon as it gets here, the chickens and I'd really appreciate it.
Will the wire get here before it gets dark?
Doesn't look that way, but you still have to put it up, even if it means working at night. Just be sure to wear gloves. I'll leave my pliers out. If you have to do it at night, that's okay. There should be plenty of moonlight. You'll be able to see fine. Just make sure it gets done, because if it doesn't, the coyotes are going to have themselves one heck of a banquet, and you're going to be in a lot of hot water.
No problem.
Now, is there something I can do for you?
Where was the jail that Dirk Valentine stayed in after he was arrested? Do you have any idea?
Probably the one over in Dry Creek. It's a ghost town now, but the jailhouse and a couple other old buildings are still standing. At least they were last I saw.
Is it far from here?
On your way to Mariazzi's, look for the trail on your left that heads towards Shadow Mountain and stay on it till you get there. It's about an hour and a half's ride. This got something to do with the treasure?
It might.
Well, let me know if you need anything else.
May I see that letter you said Francis Humber wrote to your great-aunt?
Sure, got it right here. When I heard you were a detective, I started keeping it on me. Thought you might snoop through my stuff or something.
Thanks for letting me see it.
Dearest Cousin Ellie, my beloved Dirk is no more. I shall never see him again. And now you will never see me again, for I am on my way east, there to spend the rest of my life. I will never return to the territory of Arizona, not even when my father, whom I despise with every part of my being, has left this earth. But know this, sweet Ellie. Dirk told me that he had hidden something of great value, and that when all was in place, he would start me in pursuit of it. He was forever inventing fanciful ways to tax my brain.
Note the flower on her favorite piece of stationery.
And was quite clever himself. Then, thanks to my father, he was arrested. Perhaps he wrote me from jail and his note was lost. Or perhaps he grew to hate me. But he never told me how to find what he had hidden, and I am too heartsick to care. If you can somehow find it, it's yours, my dear young cousin. Know, too, that I miss you terribly and always, always will. Francis. P.S. Enclosed is a picture of the vilest man ever born.
Ouch.
I'll let you get back to work.
Ma'am?
Okay, so Dave told us what he knows about kind of the treasure by this point. You know, Tex was being suspicious yesterday because we found out that his sister used to work for the Raleighs and got fired. But he denied everything.
Not that my family's any of your concern, but my sister did work for the Raleighs, back in Phoenix. She got fired, she got mad, but she's over it. Okay?
Why didn't you tell me that before?
'Cause it makes me look bad. I figured no one'd ever find out, and when you did, I just got all flustered like.
So all the bad stuff that's been going on around here, it's not because you're helping her get back at the Raleighs for letting her go?
Fact is, my sister can be kind of a flake. I'd have probably fired her too.
Has anyone tried going after that phantom horse when it appears?
Nope. Always something else going on, like Ed Raleigh getting snake bit or the pump house blowing up. Plus, that horse is fast. Probably couldn't catch it anyway.
I need a rope. Do you think I could borrow yours?
Nope.
Well, all right then.
Is it okay if I go riding?
Nope. Go see if Shorty's got any chores that need doing first. I hate hearing him whine about how overworked he is.
Talk to you later.
Just stay out of trouble.
Well, I'll stay out of trouble. I definitely won't be snooping and asking questions and trying to find a secret treasure left by an outlaw. Definitely won't be doing that. Okay, so now we need to go find Shorty, ask him if he has any chores that need doing. Where's Shorty? Ooh, speaking of snooping, what's in here? A map?
Mineral deposits?
Map of known mineral occurrences. So there's a couple cookies in here. We've got Rutherford Peak, which is a cookie to Prudence Rutherford, who we met first in Secret of the Scarlet Hand, and who we will meet again in Danger by Design and The Phantom of Venice. There's Sunny June Ridge, who we also first met in Secret of the Scarlet Hand, and who is in many games. Just pops up everywhere. Kringle Mountain, reference to Coco Kringles. The two bunnies may or may not be a reference to Taylor Sinclair from the Secret of the Scarlet Hand. Big Bunny is his nickname. I think that's it. It's interesting, though. Why does Shorty want a map of mineral deposits? It's kind of weird.
Can I help you find something?
No, actually, I pretty much found everything on my own.
For your information, I got those maps because I was hoping there might be a long-lost gold mine or two around here. But like most of my get-rich-quick ideas, it didn't pan out. Apparently, there's no gold left in them thar hills, or silver, or copper, or anything else. Now, I don't ever want to catch you in my stuff again.
Sorry. But we need to do chores. What do you want us to do?
Yes?
I'd like to apologize.
Just proves we're birds of a feather. I've been known to go poking through other people's stuff myself.
Seems to be a trend around here.
Have you ever met Mary Yazzie?
Course, nice lady. I mean, for the most part. Gets real unfriendly when the subject of the Rowleys comes up.
Do you know anything about the piece of property she's been trying to buy from the Rowleys?
Well, I know she says she wants to buy it because she feels spiritually drawn to it, but I think she's got something up her sleeve. Oh, Nancy, it's great having you here. I mean, I like to talk, you know? I like to converse, to debate, to discuss.
You like to gossip, don't you?
More than anything, which isn't a bad thing. People like you and I are fascinated by the human condition, that's all. So, who else do you want to talk about?
Nobody really. Have you been out to the pump house?
All the water to the ranch house has been cut off. The livestock will still get water from the windmills, but we humans are gonna have to get every single drop of water we use from the faucet in the pump house. And that's gonna be a royal pain. Why can't that darn horse do its cursed thing somewhere else?
I'm inclined to think that someone, not something, is responsible for the damage to the pump house.
I saw the pipe. It was rusted through. That's why it burst. That and bad vibes from that equine banshee.
What do you know about the treasure that Dirk Valentine supposedly hid around here for Francis Humber to find?
If I thought there was a snowball's chance in Tampa that Valentine had stashed any of his loot here, I'd be tearing this place apart. Why? What do you know about it?
Nothing really, but what makes you so sure he didn't stash any of his loot here?
When I heard that rumor, I started reading everything about Dirk Valentine I could get my hands on. But the more I read, the more it sounded like he suckered Francis into believing he'd hidden something for her, just to give people something to talk about when he was gone.
Got any chores you want me to do?
Do exactly what you did for me yesterday, and I'll be forever grateful. Start by picking all the ripe stuff in the garden again. Basket's outside.
Well, I'd better get going.
Don't be a stranger.
Alright, time to do some more chores. So we're gonna start by getting some vegetables. My game's lagging a bit, so I hope the recording is gonna be okay. Let's get some veggies. Ooh, okay. Rattling sound. If you move to the side or anywhere to the front, you'll get bit by a rattlesnake. So if you back away, and you have to go inside to kind of just reset, give the snake some time to go away, and then you can go back outside. And then if you go over to the vegetable, patch rattling sound is gone, so the snake went on its merry way, which is good. Okay, so Romano, we want the big puffy green beans. So like these ones. How do those all look? Yeah, those look good. And then old ivory eggs, we want the golden ones. That one's golden. That one's golden. None of the northern lights are ripe. None of them are red. 2 red beef steaks. No golden queens are ripe. And then black turtles, we want the dried up ones. These are dry beans. Okay, so that should be good. Let's bring those into Shorty.
It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty right away.
Is that a thing? Would like leaving vegetables out for just a couple minutes make them not good anymore?
Pick those vegetables for me yet?
You betcha.
Good for you. Now, if you just fill that egg basket for me again, we'll be all set.
Well, I'd better get going.
Drop by anytime.
Time to get some eggs. Do 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 do. Chores, chores. Okay. Crazy chicken is here. 1 egg. 2, 3. This chicken? No. No. 4, 5, 6. Oh, sweet. We don't even need a egg from Crazy Chicken because you only need 6 eggs every time. So we don't have to bother the crazy aggressive chicken. Yeah, my game is super laggy.
Got those eggs for me?
No problem.
Good for you. I need you to do one more thing. It's Tex's birthday. The Raleighs told me to make him a cake. Now, if I make it, he'll throw a fit. But if you make it, he might actually appreciate it. So why don't you dig a cake recipe out of the recipe box and have at it? I don't care when you make it, just so it's done by the end of the day. The icing's already made.
Could I get a canteen of water from you?
You betcha. You're good to go.
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon.
Alright, since my game is being super laggy, I am going to stop this video here, and we will start by making a cake in the next video. See you then, fellow detectives. Thanks for watching.